Guys, this is Mr. K coming at you again with another video to describe this week's lesson. This week and a little bit and next week, we're going to talk about graphic design. It's a little different than what we talked about before in this class, but I hope you guys will have fun with it and see it as a tool you guys can use in the future for all kinds of different things. All right, let's get started. First off, what is graphic design? The dictionary describes graphic design as the methodology of visual communication and problem solving through the use of type, space, and imagery. It's very technical right there. Let's put it simpler. Graphic design is visual communication. Plain and simple. Okay? People sometimes confuse it with computer-generated art like this one here. A friend of mine did this one. This is graphic art. It's technically fine art using graphic medium. Graphic design can use this type of art, but it's more than that, right? This picture right here is no more than, it's kind of the same thing as a painting or sculpture, right? But they, instead of their using paint or clay, they use the computer with their digital medium, right? As awesome this picture is, it's not graphic design, okay? Graphic design is different, okay? Now, visual art and graphic design. Where does design end and art begin? Okay, attempting to pigeonhole visual communication into these categories is complex and probably impossible. Art and beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that's one of the most, if not the most wonderful and fascinating facets of art, okay? But we're going to look at a little bit of differences, some key things that kind of differentiate the two, all right? Now, remember, these are not set in stone, okay? Some things kind of have some crossover. All right, let's take a look at some of the similarities and differences between the two. First up, similarities. First, visual. Both graphic design and visual art are visual mediums. You use your eyes to see it and look at it, right? Pretty standard. Makes sense, okay? Elements and principles. Both visual art, like the fine arts, and graphic design use the same elements and principles we've talked about all year long, okay? The ones been hanging on our cabinet wall for who knows how long, okay? They use the same things. They're building blocks for both these things. If you don't use them, none of your things will work, either or, okay? Now, skill versus gift. Okay, both art and design contain skills that can be taught and developed, hence why you're in an art class. Okay, the great ones have a natural eye for the craft, though. All right, I can teach you guys how to play basketball. Doesn't mean I'm gifted at it. I'm no LeBron. Okay, just the way it is. Same thing goes with art and graphic design. People can learn the skills, but true masters like Da Vinci, it's a gift. All right, differences. Inspiration versus motivation. Design work usually stems from a need or desire to communicate a pre-existing message. Okay? They want like a strapline or a logo or a call to action. That's what graphic design is all about. A work of art, on the other hand, is expression of a completely new idea. It's about breathing life into something private and personal to create emotional bond between an artist and the audience. Another way of looking at this could be intent. If it's, say, designers use objective, it's true that a designer's objective is to communicate a pre-existing message, then you could say that they're working with primary intention of motivating action in their audience. Meaning they want something from somebody, okay? Artists want emotion. They want people to feel something, to inspire something. Designers want people to do something, okay? They want them to perform an action, okay? It's a little different, okay? Understanding, okay? This is a big difference. Most designers aim for their work to be immediate and clearly understood by their audience, okay? Artists use more abstract things, or they can. It doesn't have to be defined per se, the understanding. Think about Da Vinci's Mona Lisa. We've seen this picture in a class a bunch of times. All right. Her smile. Is it one of pleasure? Is it a grimace? Is she happy? Is she sad? How does it make you feel? Right? It kind of depends on the experience and opinions brought on by the people who look at it. Whereas in graphic design, if it's interpreted a different way than the designer wants, then they kind of failed in their job for designing a thing. It's kind of how it is. Okay, we'll talk more about this when we get more into it. All right, last one, taste. Taste is usually when we talked about reference to people's likes and dislikes. When someone considers great art, it has a basis in their personal tastes. That's just the way it goes, guys. People, you've seen a lot of art throughout these couple weeks with all these videos I've made. Some art, you guys, hey, that's cool art. Other ones, you went, that's just weird. That's okay. Art is based on personal taste. Okay. Graphic design, not so much. A good design can be successful without being to the personal taste of the creator or the beholder. Okay. For graphic design to work, people don't have to, it doesn't have to fall right into their taste, their category of what they like and dislike. It can fall in the middle ground. Okay. As long as it works, that's kind of how it is. All right. It all boils down to opinion or fact, not personal preference. Just kind of how it works. So the big question, if you're a designer, you're also an artist. Can an artist create anything without a keen eye for design? Personally, I don't think so. Both these things kind of fit hand in hand, but you just kind of look at them differently. All right, let's get more into this. So how does graphic design work? Let's break this down into some simple steps. Suppose you want to speak out or sell something, amuse, or persuade someone. Explain a complicated system like instructions, or demonstrate a process. Also kind of like instructions. Okay? In other words, you have a message you want to communicate. You got to tell someone something. How do you send it? You could tell people one by one, or broadcast it by radio or loudspeaker. That's verbal communication. But if you use any form of visual medium, such as this presentation video I'm making right now, you are using a form of visual communication called graphic design. So, looking at that definition, you guys have all done this already. You made presentations for classes. You've made, maybe little posters for different things. You've made flyers. You guys have made you've tried to communicate things through visual mediums. Done before. Seen you do it. This is graphic design, guys. That's all it is. Pretty simple. All right. Of course, this also includes words, like letter forms themselves, that communicate the message to the viewer. Quick examples of graphic design that you guys see in everyday life. Magazine covers. Somebody had to design this. Websites. Designed by a graphic designer, guys. Pretty much every one of them. Book covers. They're a big one. Apps. Logos. Those kind of things. Signs. A lot of signs. The way it credits go in a movie. Promotion for the movie. All that's graphic design, guys. Even little things you guys make like memes. All graphic design. Okay? So in other words, if you can see it, it's probably designed by a graphic designer. Right? There's so many things out there, guys. It's surrounding you right now at your desk, at your home. You guys don't even realize it. Graphic designers. Okay. Graphic designer is a professional within the graphic design and graphic arts industry who assembles together images, typography, and motion graphics to create a piece of design. Graphic designer creates visual concepts by hand or using computer software to communicate ideas that inspire, inform, or captivate consumers. Okay, they create the graphics primarily for published, printed, or electronic media, such as brochures, sometimes brochures and advertising, right? Those little pamphlets you guys see different places, you know. They do it for illustrations, user interfaces, web designs. Okay. A core responsibility of designer's job is to present information in a way that is both accessible and memorable. You guys look at it, you're going to remember it for a while. Just the way it is. Okay. They develop the overall layout and production designs for advertisements, brochures, corporate reports, like we said before. Okay. All right, look at some mediums they use, okay, for graphic design. Again, you guys have all know these ones. Photography. All right. Painted works, artworks. All these things things are still done by hand. They're painted or drawn or sketched, and then they're like the drawings, and then they're copied into a graphic medium to play around with, right? And then but they also use graphic art as well. These kind of things are used in graphic design all the time. Okay. All right. Skills a graphic designer needs. They're specific to kind of graphic design, not just art in general. They're going to definitely need skills in like the elements and principles of design and art that you guys have been practicing with throughout the year. But these are some new ones that are kind of specific to graphic designers that we're going to talk about. First up is called typography. Okay. This involves type, fonts, letters, the words pretty much. Next is page layout. This is where things go on a page. Lastly, strategy. This has become a very important one for graphic design. Okay. All right, let's take a quick look at all three of these. Break it down. First up, typography. Typography is the art and technique of arranging type to make the written language legible, readable, and appealing when displayed. The arrangement of type involves selecting typefaces, point sizes, line lengths, and other things like line spacing called leading, letter spacing called tracking, adjusting the space between pairs of letters called kerning. Don't worry, there's no test on this. You guys you'll be fine with that. Okay. Typography includes type designs, modifying type glyphs, and arranging type. Type glyphs or characters are created using illustration techniques. Okay. The term typography is also applied to style, arrangement, and appearance of letters, numbers, and symbols created by a process. Type design is closely related to craft, sometimes considered part of typography. Yeah. So this is kind of thing like most type design, like most graphic designers don't come out right out and design things. They kind of tweak ones that already exist. Let's look at some examples of typography real quick. Break it down a little bit. All right. Season everything with love. Okay. We have two different fonts here. The season and with are one font, and everything and love are different two other fonts. We have some uppercase, some lowercase. We have some letters bigger than other letters. This word here is bold. Okay. Typography is putting it in a way that's appealing yet legible. That's it, guys. It's simple. It looks nice. You can still read it very well, and it kind of gives a little more oomph. Okay. Keep on moving. Never give up. Okay. We got different colors, different fonts, different styles. It's legible. It's all kind of gives a message. Okay. This one's a little more simple. Creativity is inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. We have one word that's big and flowy. Other words are very legible, very easy to read. Okay. And they fit around the other word. to kind of, okay? Think deeply, speak gently, love truly, give freely, do your best, be kind. You guys have probably seen this kind of sign at the store, okay? Maybe you want to hang on your wall at home, okay? This kind of thing is typography. They've changed fonts, styles, spacing between letters, how tall letters are, how short they are. It's all changed, okay? This is one aspect of typology. Typography, sorry. Okay, next one is kind of changing words to kind of, they're changing the style and appearance to give it a different meaning, give it more of a meaning, okay? Here's an example. The word children. It's simple, it's fun, creative font, but notice the I, okay? This I here looks like a kid going down a slide, right? It gives it more of a fun, festive children feel, okay? It's simple. This right here is typography, a different, in a simplified way. Look at this one. Discrimination and beautiful. Okay? This one here, we have all the I's, except for one, are in the same spot. You guys can all kind of tell what this word is, even if it's not spelled right, because you're missing spaces and you can kind of move the I's over. But it gives messages within the meaning. So this I over here is being discriminated against, with these I's over here not being with them. Okay? This one here, beautiful. The only one that's different is the U. Beautiful. It just kind of gives it a different, gives more meaning to the word itself. It's simple, elegant, it works. Racism. Okay? We have outlines, and then we have one of the single color. Okay. Last one. The goal of a good marriage is not to think alike, but to think together. Okay? Notice that the words think are together, as in the quote it says, think together. Okay? This one has the same font, same style for most of it, except for these two words, they're capitalized. It's just putting them together in a way that gives it a little more meaning. That's all it is, guys. Typography can be very complicated or very simple. It kind of depends on what you want to do with it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Page layout. Page layout is the part of graphic design that deals in the arrangement of visual elements on a page. Okay, elements typically consist of type, text, images, like pictures, and occasionally placeholder graphics and print media. But we're not going to talk. I don't have to go into that. That's not what we're dealing with. It generally involves organizational principles of composition to achieve specific communication objectives. Okay. Page design has always been consideration in printed material and more recently extended to displays such as web pages. The biggest thing about print page layout, guys, is space. We've talked about this in class, the element of space. It's important. Page layout's all about space. You don't want to fill up the page too much. You won't want to put it in the wrong area. It's all about achieving a balance of space. That's all page layout is, guys. Okay. This picture over here is this red section right here. Okay. Is called the golden section in book design. This is what a book design thing would look like. Okay. This red area is where most of the stuff will fit because it's where most people's eyes are drawn. Just how it goes. All right. Last, strategy. Strategy is becoming a more and more essential to effective graphic design. Okay. The main distinction between graphic design and art is that graphic design solves a problem as well as being aesthetically pleasing. This balance is where strategy comes in. Okay. It is important for a graphic designer to understand their client's needs as well as the needs of people who will be interacting with the design. Okay. It's a designer's job to combine the business and creative objectives to elevate and design beyond purely aesthetic means. It means it's not just going to look pretty, it's going to actually do something. Okay. If you want, you can have a really nice looking web page that doesn't do anything. It's not that functional. It doesn't mean anything. Okay. All right. Let's get into the methods of graphic design. Okay. There are three main what we call methods to graphic design. Okay. First is image-based design. Next, we have type-based design. And last, we have combination design. Okay. We're going to take a look at each of these and what they entail. Make it quick. All right. Image-based design. Okay. Here, images carry the bulk of the message. There may be a few words to help, but most of the time, like for a good image-based design, it's mostly just a picture, okay, that sells something, says something, it means something. We see these all over the place, don't even realize it. Here, signs, warning signs, buyer hazard sign. Wrong answer. Ding, correct. These are all image-based designs that say something, okay? Let's go to the next page for more examples. One of the greatest examples of this type of design is logos. They are everywhere, and we don't even need words to identify what they stand for, okay? Some of these have letters, but with the stylization and branding, they have become something more than just a letter. For example, the Facebook icon is a square with an F in it. The F by itself doesn't mean anything, but in that blue box becomes a picture. It means Facebook, right? We have the Amazon symbol, the little swoosh underneath the little A. It means Amazon. All these things, guys, they represent something more. Graphic designers had to make these kind of things. A lot of these have been around for a long time too. Okay, these are a great example of image-based design. Next up, type-based design. Designers are just concerned about what the letters look like as the message. In fact, the message is enhanced by the forms of the letters. Okay, this type of design, designers primarily rely on words to relay messages. However, there's the same way that a writer would. Okay, there's not complete sentences. There's not, it's just okay. Typography is a big part of this one. Okay, look at this one. You guys might have seen this one around somewhere. Premium quality coffee since 1984 collection. Always hot, best shop, hot fresh coffee. It's different types. It's trying to sell, right? It's all based on the type. Okay, let's look at a few more examples. Okay, focus on the positive possibilities and watch your life magically transform. Okay, you guys have probably seen this on Facebook, Instagram, these kind of things. Little quote bar bubble things. Okay, it's all about the text. They're trying to sell this message through text. That's all it is. Okay, another example. Old school Coca-Cola. Okay, we got some nice graphics on the sides, some flowery wings, but it's all about the words, right? The words sell it. The brand trademark Coca-Cola symbol right there of just the words, it sells what, it means something. Okay. So this is all word based. All right. Lastly, combination. This method uses both type and imagery in balance. This is likely where most graphic designers will be. The graphic designer's job is to find the right letter forms or typography to complement the image and tell the appropriate story. We have a nice picture here of a mountain. It says adventure is out there, right? If they use a different kind of text, it might not make the different type of font. The words might not fit as well. It might look bad. But with the mountain and this type of flowy, adventurous font, it works. Okay, these kind of things are seen everywhere. Some more examples. We got advertisements, right? We got book covers. We got movie posters. We got movie logos. We got CD album covers. We got video game covers. Okay, all these are a combination of text and imagery to display a message. Either this is what the thing is, come buy this, come look what's going on, right? this is all combination graphic design. Okay? All right. Next up. Graphic designer's responsibilities. These responsibilities fall into two categories. Okay? Design work, which we're going to be focusing on, and communication. Okay. Let's take a quick look at what these things entail. Design work. Design work uses digital illustration, photo editing software, and layout software to create designs. Okay. They also create visual elements like logos, original images, and illustrations that deliver a desired message. Lastly, they design layouts and select colors and images to typefaces to use. All right. Next up is communication. Communication. They meet with clients to determine the scope of project. Scope means what the project entails, right? So when you meet about scope of project, if the project is to, make a logo for a certain company, they will have specifics on what they want, what kind they don't want, kind of get a range. If you just kind of go in and say, make me an image, there's a lot you can go with. It's a lot of ways you can go. Scope determines kind of what direction they kind of want to go in, what they're looking for, so people don't, stuck in this endless crazy loop of not knowing what's going on. Okay. They also present designs to clients and make any necessary changes. I guarantee, guys, every graphic design you've seen, it was not the first thing is the best thing. They go and meet with their clients. They say, we like this part, we don't like this part. They make changes, they make edits, they make things, they come with a kind of they make it work. Okay. Lastly, they review projects for errors and present to clients again before production. Okay. Think like a paper, guys. You guys have a rough draft, and you have someone review it, and then you do your final draft. Okay. At least you guys should, if you're in an English class. That's how it works for designs like this. You do reviews and all that kind of stuff. All right. Okay, guys, thanks for watching this presentation. I know there's a lot to cover. Don't freak out about too much. You guys should have pretty much filled out your paper for this too. All the answers for the guided notes are in this video. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. We're really more than happy to help you guys, talk to you guys about the kind of things. Yeah, I hope you guys have fun with some graphic design stuff we're going to be doing in the next couple weeks. And we will, guys, talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.